Today I'm telling you how technology can be a boon to bridge the gap between those who are living with and without disabilities. There was a time around 17, 18 years ago when I had to ask somebody to write an email for me, to read out the content of newspaper, even to read out the love letter that my girlfriend offered to me. Right? At the time, I felt that my right to privacy was at risk. And, and my right to be independent, my right to access my confidential documents was in someone's hand. How would you feel in that situation? Who doesn't want to be independent in their lives, right? You do, I also do. So look at me today, in front of, standing in front of you, working as a tech savvy, operating one non-profit and one social enterprise, touching so many lives, producing a lot of tech entrepreneurs in the country. These all things have been possible due to the availability of accessible and adaptive technologies that I use for, for both my personal and professional life. The world is full of opportunities and possibilities. And the assistive and adaptive technology today has opened up the avenues of golden chances that one, regardless of living with any sort of physical impairment, can enjoy the equal access, enjoy the equal privileges that a person without disability could do. Uh, so, um, so accessibility really matters, not only for me, but for everyone, right? Um, Today, we go to bed with some sort of technology, and we wake up tomorrow with the technology which has got an update. If the technology, if the apps, if the websites, if the technical products, digital spaces, if they are accessible, then we all can have the equal access to those products very easily, very efficiently. Today, what I've seen is many businesses, universities, financial institutions, they're lacking, they're losing their customers. Do you know why? Because their apps are not accessible. Their websites are not accessible. Their websites, their products, they lack the standardization features. So they are losing millions, billions of customers. More clients, more gain. More clients, more customers, more profits, right? So if they want to integrate and if they want to accumulate more profit, they have to consider accessibility at the heart of every single development. And for that, accessibility they should consider in their hat. Um, Today, we have a lot of amazing technologies that I use. I do almost everything independently. I navigate around. So far I have visited over 20 countries all around the world by myself. I tweet, I Facebook, I blog, I manage my company and my organization. I do everything using the technology. The role of technology is so amazing that it brings people together. It creates a connection. Now, I don't have any problem if my girlfriend who has sight, if she hands me the love letter, I can easily scan that into editable format, and I can read it myself without taking help of other, right? Isn't this a great achievement then? All right. So today, I'd like to demonstrate to you a very special technology that I use for my personal and professional life. That is a very wonderful gift of this science and technology. Let us dive into demonstration now. All right, friends. So I have got a very special Braille computer over here. So what it does is it can convert the electronic text into Braille and vice versa. I can do almost everything using this Braille special computer. This is not only useful for blind people, but it is also useful for those who cannot see and cannot hear, to those we call as deafblind people, right? So with the tactile sensation, by the single dots of my finger, I can do a lot of things that you would do, right? So let us see. I have opened this. I have turned this on. So it has got Braille display on it. It is called refreshable Braille display. And it has got inbuilt sound output as well. That means it gives me a voice feedback, sound feedback, so that I can hear also. So if I don't need the voice, I can only use the Braille. If I don't need to use the Braille, I can only use the sound. It's up to me, it's based on my choice or nature of work that I do, right? So I can take my email, I can surf the internet, I can browse the different files over here, I can play music, I can listen it, and I can transmit files via Bluetooth. Whatever I have written over here, whatever I have typed over here, it can, I can just touch it into Braille and I can read it out. I can read. And also this screen reading application it has got, it also reads out this. So, so in this way, I can use almost everything using this device. So my point here is, if we all could promote this kind of adaptive tool and technology, it can transform the lives of people like us, right? So I can also do a lot of works using the ordinary computer itself. Many times I even don't use this special computer because ordinary computer is also very much capable to meet my needs. I can code, I can do almost everything just like this. But the only difference is that that ordinary computer, it doesn't have Braille, right? So so with this, yeah. So here I'd like to stress upon the fact that if these kind of technologies are able to transform our lives from transition, if these technologies can change our lives from transition into transformation, why not promoting this kind of accessible technology? And why not making our products more accessible for all, right? So making your apps, making your website, making your digital space, making your products accessible is not only the matter to support people like us, but it ultimately creates the value for all of us. The sky is limitless, really limitless, believe me. And if we could be the part of the same social process, so I ask all the web developers, program developers, university, financial institutions, government agencies to make their apps, digital services accessible for all. Because any kind of impairment should not be any barrier to access that particular service by everyone, especially by the people living with disabilities. So if the web developer considers keyboard shortcut, color contrast, photo captioning, alt text, descriptive text, and it makes their web spaces, their digital spaces more presentable, more accessible, and this will eventually create the future with growth and more prosperity. Let's go together. Let's grow together, everybody. Thank you so much.